Well, it's no secret at this time, the self-proclaimed war-renowned gaming superstar, aka Assassin Dave, aka me, likes a clean, good team fight, a clean, good communication. I like it so much, in fact, it's like Asians living without rice. It's impossible. It's like taking away the toilet paper from the toilet. It's a crime. Yeah, that's right. That's how much we love rice. And turn around, that's how much we love the clean communication and clean gameplays in Mobile Legends Bang Bang. And ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to take a look at some footages to compare the North American NACT versus MPL to see the team fight differences, the quality of the teams, of those engages, of those team fights, to then understand the communication that goes behind it, the quality that goes behind it, to help the team improve in the local region. So without further ado, guys, we're going to first take a look at the North America region. Yes, that is right. This is a game between Aquaman and Bloodthirsty Keen. Bloodthirsty Keen took the game 2-0, despite the fact that Aquaman had a really good engagement in the early game, a really good early game in game one. Let's first take a look at the turtle. You can see right now, it's at 2 minutes, right? I want to go back to see how it's all started. You can see right here, at this point, T's already level 4, coming to the turtle with a lot of things ready at his disposal, right? He has his ultimate, he has this flicker, he has everything at his disposal to make an incredible play, especially considering that he can now engage with the help of Zane, and Galaxy is on level 3. Now, he also has vision of Kush, because he just couldn't wait to make himself known where his position is. So he decided to show up. If I was T at this point, I would shamelessly jump, flicker, on both of them and just dive in with Zane. I understand that Zane is a tank, right? So there's almost no way Galaxy can do substantial damage at this point of the game, right? On top of Kush, but they could have fight this. That's my point. And instead, the T decided to take a more shy away approach. Let me go ahead and just wait in the bush and do absolutely nothing. You can see here, he did end up doing absolutely nothing. He waited for a very, very long time and decided to jump. Well, actually not jump, because Galaxy knowingly jumped first. Now, I always want to say the EXP laner who engaged on enemy jungler earlier are the better EXP laner. Because we have talked about in the previous episodes how to win early games. Haven't checked out that video, how to win 100% early game. Make sure to go ahead and do that. We analyze MPL and NACT in details. Now, in this scenario, Galaxy is the team, is the person who jumped first, and it turned out to be a pretty good play, right? Despite the fact that BTK has more members at that point, despite he has ultimate and flicker, but he engaged too late, and it caused not enough confusion to the side of Aquaman, and they secured early game, right? And that just shows you why sometimes you got to engage earlier and engage better with your team. Now let's take a look at a second example. This is Toinks featuring Aquaman. Toinks, right? Engaging onto Joybaj, or should I say Yato. All right, let's take a look. He saw Yato, or walking to this bush, not really walking in, but he saw Yato throwing a skill at him, right? At this point, Tonks know very well Yato's in that bush. Now let's take a look at the minimap. At this point, Aquaman has 4 people, maximum 3 that we see from the side of BDK. Now, obviously, Aquaman doesn't know this, right? He didn't know where Zane is. And go back a few seconds to see the setup. Do we have Zane's position? I'm pretty sure they don't have Zane's position. Nonetheless, Yato threw a skill at Toinks, so he should have suspicion onto Yato's in this bush and he want to engage on him, right? At this angle, it's pretty good engage no matter where Yato is. Yato can stand here, I can stand here, I can stand here. If Toinks target in the center, he's going to knock all of them up. It does not matter, right? Kush is ready, Zia's ready, you have your mid laner almost ready coming towards the bottom side. This is a clear engage. This is a good call if Toinks call for it, but let's see. Kush left. And then Toinks engaged, and then Kush came back, and then they missed the opportunity for the kill. They missed the prime opportunity for the kill. In fact, Kush got himself very, very low, and now have to walk away and got a hugely ulted by Joybaj. And this is a good ult. But this ult, nonetheless, was a little bit too late. It was off sync, right? Because look, BTK wasn't ready either. ISO seems like he wanted to do something. He's going this way, same as Yato, he wanted to do something. But they, it just wasn't follow up in time. I think I would say this is a pretty decent engage already in the North America standard. But unfortunately, they don't have enough damage at this point to do anything, thanks to Faramis' ultimate from Nikolai. Right? It's still a pretty good engage from Joybaj, but compared to Toinks, not engaged, which is criminal, because it was clearly not communicated. It was clearly he was just charging on his own, and when Kush is probably not communicating also because he went back to his red buff, right? Kush went this way, and Toinks engaged this way. right? That's just really, really bad. And that hopefully that's not something we're going to see in NACT again, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see it, but from the top teams. Try to reduce that by increase your communication. Let's take a look at a third example. Again, Yato has made himself shown in the middle. Toinks know that turtle's been dragged, right? He has vision on it. He knows the turtle has been initiated, and he knows that Yato's in the bush. Now, let's take a look at the minimap again. At this point, Yato's probably the only one in the bush, right? Because we just saw the T is cutting wave on the top side, so they have vision on that on the minimap. So at this point, for the side of Ackerman, they could very well engage onto Yato, right? And then that's exactly what ended up doing. Let's take a look. Toinks engaged. And Kush did not follow up. Neither is Nicolette. What does that tell you? This was not communicated. Right, let's watch that one more time. He engaged and Kush was not following up. Nicolette was not. They just pretended that engage. Nobody was engaging that. They pretended nothing was happening next to them. And then you call yourself a team. How do you call yourself a team when this is the basic level communication that did not happen? Let's take a look. And obviously, team made it back to the team fight eventually. Earlier than Galaxy this time, and sure enough, that's a turning point for BTK winning this game. They were losing 5-2 before this turtle fight. In fact, they were losing by 3,000 gold, right? 21.9 compared to 19 is 3,000 gold. And because of this miscommunication, it could kill Yato immediately, move on to the team fight, snowball even further, get to 5,000, eventually maybe 6,000, take the mid-tier 1 tower, and move on to tier 2 and top tier 1. But instead, after this whole team fight, BTK took 2 kills, maybe even more, because let's take a look. And they lost all their gold lead. Went from 3,000 gold, now shrink down to less than 1,000 gold differential. Right? And now it's BTK who's making the move to the tier 1 tower. And eventually, I think, did they get a kill here? Nope. You know? That's exactly what I meant. Communication is so important, yet we see them happening so seldomly in the North America region, right? And to prove my point, I want to compare this type of engages versus engages from MPL to make a stronger statement, so the team really understand the importance of communicating your engages, your intention of engages on the esports arena, right? Look at Toinks goes in, and everybody's just observing, right? And there's countless other examples I could have shown, but obviously I want to save enough time to show MPL examples. Let's take a look at the MPL PH first, Echo versus NXPE, right? Next Play Gaming. Let's see this engages right here. You know, first of all, Senji got an ultimate from Ding DR on the bottom side, right? Boyd DR decided to walk away a little bit because no one's in position to be ready. Instead of walk away, look at this clean zoning and push away or clear call from the entire team to back away. And Turtle got taken away by Echo. It shows that also they know that Sanford is already going to the Turtle Pit. That's why NXP decided to back away. But both sides executed pretty cleanly. There's no casualty really at this location, right? Echo did exactly what they need to do, clearly, right? People were zoning, people were getting vision. And the side of NXP knew exactly what they needed to do, with Kaja moving to the top side, knowing that they got a free turtle, right? That's one example. Let's take a look at a second example where they're engaging into the team fight. This is 30 seconds before the next turtle shows up. Yao, you try to get some vision, right? Now his team, see how he moves slowly and steadily, right? Let's go back to 5 more seconds, right? He's in this bush right now. He has no vision on where enemies are. He takes very slow, waiting for Benny to get ready, right? Benny now changing weapons. Now Benny's in position, right? Yaoi then move up forward when Benny starts moving close to him. On the minimap, take a look. The position for side of Echo, they have 4 people close enough to help each other in a snap. And that's a good position for any team to be in. At the same time, Lapu Lapu is in position to help any team fight as well, because no good teams is going to have a position where 4 people top side, 1 people on the bottom side, were separated by 2 lanes. I talk about 4-1 position all the time. And what do I mean by 4-1 is you have to split the map by half like this. And by always, at all time of the game, you should have 4 people on 1 lane and another person onto the middle lane. Basically, 5 people should be on the same half of the map. That's also why cutting wave is so important, because if EXP lane is able to cut the wave right here, it offers EXP lane a lot more time to rotate to this side of the map, which offers the team a lot more time to dominate, to put more pressure on this half of the map overall. Right? So it's a little bit overextending on the topics, but I just want to show you it's very systematic, communicative. Let's go mid, right, to set up for this turtle. right? I have my ultimate. Yaoi has the ultimate on Kaja. Let's set up a play. But that call is made. It doesn't mean he just randomly rotated towards the middle by himself. It rotated with the team next to him, with the team in proximity, the invisible line, right? Let's take a look at this engages right here. It turned out to be Bosco, DR who engaged first. But because they're all in range to help each other. Look, initially, these two things happened at once, right? He got hooked by these people at the same time, and when Echo was going to mid and farm, But it's the exact same moment when Yaoi realized, I get engaged on, right? He got the ultimate off onto the enemy jungler, onto the Boyd DR, onto the Karina. At the same time, Benikuti is able to be here to support him through entire skill kit, double ultimate, right? Onto the side of NXP, and look how little it takes Echo to react, right? Because they're close enough to help. And the call immediately after I resume the video, they jumps in, all the skills show up at the same time. It's easy cleanup, 3-0 trade. Could Yaoi die here? Yaoi could have very much died if they had more. If the side of NXP had more damage. If these people dropped the mid lane and come to this side and help. Right? But NXP just wasn't listening to the call compared to how Echo executed, right? This is also a clear example, the differences. Now, obviously, Booming DR was helping because they were on Kaja. This guy running away because he was scared of, the joy getting on top of him, which is understandable, Sometimes when you are playing Eve, you are a little bit scared of assassins. So I wouldn't say this is NXP's problem. They were trying to follow up the call. Both sides are following up the call compared to the engage that we just saw from Ackerman. What a difference. I hope the NACT teams learn that, saw this opportunity to learn the difference that is shown from MPL, and NACT, and really learn the importance of communication and execution. Right, look at this engage. It's counter engage, and then Echo immediately followed up because they're able to have all the preset ready. Opportunity is luck is for the people who are ready for the opportunity, right? And that's exactly what it is. You can see, you can't just say that Echo, they just happen to have 5 people. No, it's not just happen to have 5 people. They always have the people at the right position for that kind of team fight. Otherwise, they're not even going to take the team fight to begin with. And that's why they always have this type of advantage. That's why they're always able to have this number advantage when they go into a team fight, right? Let's take a look at this turtle fight right here. They're going to the turtle, and 4 people on this side. Kaj is ready in the middle, clearing wave. And knowing that turtle's for free, now they make a rotation back to their lane, right? Lapo after his zone, he goes back to his lane, right? Losing a little bit of gold shield on the bottom side, but it's not a big deal. They don't lose the tower. They got a free turtle. They got quite a bit of advantage over it. So that's another example. Let's go into another example now into MPL Indonesia, because I want to show you all the top teams from both MPL, stronger MPL regions, compared to North America, so you really got to see the difference. Now, again, this is for my boys, all the boys and girls playing and trying to fight for the chance to go to Vegas and eventually Cambodia for MSC. Really learn, okay? Let's take a look at Anakari, on this engagement right here, Keyboy. Start off from Keyboy, actually, right? Keyboy engaged. Now, before that engage, let's go back to this turtle, If this is Zane, by the way, let's take a look at the turtle. If this is Zane, he would have constantly go on the turtle. Almost 100%, we've seen it over and over again in entire NACT, right? One of the best jungler in North America. He would have done it, right? Because that's just a habit. But look at Kari. I talked about before, if your EXP laner is not ready, they usually don't do the turtle. Look at Kari, right? He saw the bottom side that Udio and Pai are going on to Boots 2 versus 1, where Boots is locked in lane, where he has EXP lanes locked in lane. Guess what happened? He backed away from the turtle, go back to the jungle. Very systematic, very disciplined play. Meanwhile, Keyboy is getting in position, trying to do some poke. Right? Why did Kari leave the turtle? Because it's too much risk involving to take that turtle. And sure enough, he got level 4 by harassing the mid lane and leveraging the opportunity because of time to kill the EXP lane when he walked in. Well, actually, the jungler, and because now Boots already, they got a wombo combo off, did a lot of damage. I want to show the details here. This was just wonderful. Let's watch that detail one more time. After they got a kill, obviously, Racy is going to get the ultimate off from Boots. And obviously, they had anticipation that they're going to pull him under tower. If Racy actually pull Boots under tower, he's dead. Look what Keyboy did, right? Nobody talk about this. Look what Keyboy did. He jumped in, tanked the tower aggro, and then walked away. The majority of the damage got taken away, and Racy realized he cannot get a kill anymore, so he walked away as well. What a great play coming out from the side of Onyx, from the side of Keyboy. Right? At the same time, the most important thing I want to talk about is communication with the team and basic disciplines. The fact of the matter is, Onyx Kyrie started the turtle, but then realized, oh, Udio is onto my ESP laner. Screw that. I'm not doing the turtle anymore. Fanny can jump in anytime. Same as Rassi onto the glue. Why would I take a 50-50? Right? Why would I have to prove that I'm a better jungler? He just walked away. Right? Whereas in North America, the jungler would most likely, I'm talking about one of the best jungler, right? If not the best, will still continue the turtle and possibly go into a 50-50 and put the team in danger. Right? And that's another example. The last example I want to show is Onyx. Again, Onyx versus Ultra Ego, right? In this team fight here. This is 3 seconds before turtle. Onyx Kyrie. Let's take a look at the position before turtle, right? When you play tank, like I said, you're a jungler. When you play tank jungle, you should be ready at turtle at all times, right? That's why sometimes when I say carry, last time when I made a video yesterday with Grok, right? Sometimes Kyrie will go to the jungle, the team just buys some time, but they don't engage on it because they realize Kyrie's not there. And obviously that's a mistake. When you play tank jungle, you should not prioritize farm, you should prioritize objectives. But it's just communication. Communication trumps everything else, right? Let's take a look at this example. This is an example of Kyrie getting a small camp, and I'll move on to the turtle, right? 1-1, and Kyrie already started the turtle, right? But let's take a look at Boots. He didn't saw, he got engaged, he kind of get dove on by Wudio on the Valentina. He decided to counter-engage instead. The moment he counter-engaged, look at the minimap. The entire side of Onyx, right, all collapse at the same moment. Drop the turtle. Fuck the turtle. It's not important. It's not as important as my teammates in trouble, right? It's not as important as right now my teammates who needs help, you know? And that's exactly what happened here with Kyrie. He jumped in, and look at Keyboy jumped in, look at CW jumped in. Everybody else, Fars's ultimate comes down, the Feathers airstrike. Everybody else dropped what they're doing to help Boots because everybody's on the same page doing one thing and one thing only. Objective is to bait out a team fight. Objective is point of conflict. Understand that. Turtle is not important if you kill 5 of the enemy teams. Let them take the turtle. Get the 200 gold. You can get 1,000, 2,000. Take more of their jungle. Take the tier 1 tower. You can get a lot more if you understand the objective is not always something that you have to take. As long as you understand your team is on the same page, you understand why you're coming for the objective, right? Especially turtle. It's really not that important if you guys are on the same page going for a kill. In this case, look at this, right? What a beautiful engage. Boots trying to go to the bush. She get engaged, but decided to counter-engage. Immediately, entire set of Onyx dropped the turtle, dropped everything, right into the team fight, and the Feather Airstrike helped get the kill, killing spree onto Boots, and Onyx secured the turtle. What a great and clean play. And I wish NACT, the North America team, learned the lesson to communicate. Stop with the cringeness of saying, I'm shy. You know, I don't speak English. Oh, I don't want to send a photo because I don't know why. Because, Dave, this is an online game. I want to remain, maybe I don't know, anonymous. Yeah. Well, if you want to remain like anonymous, you shouldn't be playing professional esports. Because professional esports is for the warriors who are not cringe, who like to communicate, who understand this is a team game. And you're playing at the highest level of competition that requires communication. I hope today's lesson is a great lesson. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and turn the bell on all notification bells. Ascendave signing off. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with